It's my instinct to say good morning. Good morning, everybody! I say that all day to my students. Good morning, no matter what time of day it is. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our 2024 Fine Arts Department Spring Concert. Some of you may know that usually we do a D2O in Fine Arts because of scheduling. They said this at their art show. They had a separate art show this past Tuesday. If you are interested, they have left up all of the art for us on display. Feel free during our short intermission between sets or after the concert to go out and lobby and browse some of the amazing, amazing artwork that our students have done. But tonight, of course, is about celebrating all of our musicians. And we kicked it off with a jazz tune called The Song Is You. We're gonna finish out our short jazz set with Dry Roasted, featuring some pretty wonderful and some special soloists. So thank you for coming out. This is our jazz band this year. We're gonna do some Dry Roasted. give us a little solo. And for the improvers, we have Liam Asbury on the Barry saxophone. We have Landry O'Neill on the trumpet. We have Andrew Hayes on the drum set back there. Our last soloist is somebody who, if you're not a band student or have been in the G-Wing for the past 2 days, is a very special guest that we've had with us these past 2 days, and you're going to learn a lot more about him, but that is Dr. Benjamin Dean Taylor there on the trumpet. Thank you, Jazz Band. We're going to do a little resetting and get to some Cadet Band and have some more music for you coming right up. So as with all of our music concerts, we have a really exciting program for you across all groups, all ensembles. We're going to enjoy the music tonight. There's a lot of really awesome variety. I've had the pleasure of sitting in on some of the choir rehearsals and orchestra rehearsals, and a few of the band rehearsals here and there. Thank you. Okay, thanks. And we have some awesome music. We have some fantastic soloists. We have some fantastic guests to introduce you to. And we have some fantastic students to show off to you. Right now we have the Cadet Band, our primarily freshman and some sophomore group. And we're gonna take it away with that. You guys. it's still my New Year's resolution from last year to talk less with a microphone. I'm working on it. But tonight, it just kind of necessitates some talking. I have to introduce somebody that's been very instrumental to this music program and this band. And we would not have what we have without them. And they've been a very special place in our hearts and in our program. And so I'd like to invite to this stage a student conductor that if you've been to a concert before, you've probably seen. She will be conducting the next piece that we're playing. I have to brag on her a little bit about this piece. So this next piece, Moonlit Dreams. We've probably practiced over the course of the semester, time-wise, probably a total of about anywhere between 5 and 8 hours of rehearsal in class on this next piece, Moonlit Dreams. I did about, 10 minutes of it. 10 minutes of it. Natalie Warren, our student conductor, picked the piece, introduced the band to the piece, made an assignment from scratch for the piece, rehearsed the band on the piece, and did all the work. Did really everything. I was there listening and we talked about it, but Natalie did all of the work. So please help me welcome to the stage the student conductor for that band, Moonlit Dreams, Natalie Warren.
So the next piece you're about to hear is Moonlit Dreams. One of the reasons why I picked this piece was to have a band play a piece greatly and with emotion. They have to connect themselves to the piece. And something very special about this piece is that it was made for that reason. So I give you Moonlit Dreams.
It's pretty amazing, right? Give it up one more time for me. And the best part is, I didn't have to do anything to make that happen. Right? It's amazing. Yes, I love my favorite part of my job is when I don't have to do my job and things still work out, right? I told you tonight kind of necessitates some speaking on my behalf. You'll notice that we have another guest conductor. Again, I love my job. It happens, and I get to watch it. This next guest conductor we have, you heard him in the jazz solos, Dr. Benjamin Dean Taylor. He is a composer. You'll notice that this next piece that we're performing, he wrote. Just as a kind of little plug, I'm not going to talk too much about him or this next piece because we have a really awesome thing that we did with the Symphonic band in the second half. We've been working with him. He's been in residence with us, working with the students, working on pieces, just getting to meet them and just being around and being a fresh face in our community and a fantastic fresh face in the community. He's here because we commissioned him to write a piece for us. And if you'd like to hear that piece, which I encourage you, that'll be in the second half. But again, I'm not going to talk too much. But I would like to invite our guest in residence, our composer in residence, up to the stage to conduct the piece that he wrote. This next piece we'll be performing is Techno Blade. It involves some really cool electronics, but Dr. Benjamin Dean Taylor. Dr. Taylor and the Cadet bands. Again, all I'll say, if you'd like to hear more of Benjamin Dean Taylor's work in a little more special of a way and setting too, stick around for the second half of our concert. We've got some awesome stuff, but thank you, Dr. Taylor, for working with the band and giving us fresh faces. So quick things about one more for you. We're going to close out our concert with Cyclone. I promise you, I didn't plan the timing of the programming of this piece. It's very exciting work though. So here's Cyclone. Thank you so much. Please allow us a little bit of time to transition to our next group of ensembles, which I believe is choirs, yes? Oh, right. No, that's what it is. I don't have a program memorized. Sorry, I didn't know the order of the program off the top of my head. This is why I write things down, otherwise I don't know what I'm saying. So before this next performer comes on, I want to talk about her a little bit. Skylar Butcher has been an awesome student in our music program, but not in any of our performing ensembles outside of choir. She's been in choir actually, this year choir. So prior to this, she took some piano classes, some guitar classes. She took AP Music Theory. So she's been really involved with the music department. just until this year, not as much on the performing end. So this year, she's really, really grown and done a lot of amazing work for us. And as this year grew and grew, she started out in Mrs. Holden's piano classes. And she was really latching on to the piano, and it was very clear we had ourselves a little fledgling pianist there. And so I rolled with that, and occasionally I would sub, and I would work with her on piano too. And so she got two educators working on piano with her, and eventually we worked it out where I had some room in my schedule, and I did an independent study with her this semester to develop more of that piano skills, because she had taken all the classes that we had to offer. She had exhausted Mrs. Holden's curricular classes, which is amazing because she wanted more, and so. As part of her independent study, we just kind of worked on various performance techniques and whatnot. But I want to, we wanted to showcase her a little bit for you on her own, to show you what she's been doing and what she's been working on. So she is going to perform a piano solo for you, unaccompanied, just her. In the program, it's listed as Solas by Jamie Duffy, but we did some evaluating this morning, actually, with the help of Dr. Taylor and Mr. Mays, and Liam Asbury was there too. We did some listening, and when we kind of decided to switch the piece up a little bit, do one a little bit different, a little bit more emotional and emotive, and she will not be performing solos. Instead, she will be performing as yet an untitled piece that I wrote and that I gave to her about a year ago, and she really latched onto it, and she's been loving it and been growing her repertoire. So please help me welcome to the stage the wonderful, lovely Skylar Butcher.
now allow us time to transition to the choirs.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you again for coming to our spring concerts. My name is Chelsea Holden. I am super blessed with the job of teaching choirs, piano, and a little bit of music production. I see a lot of alumni out there, and I am so happy to see that. Hopefully, tonight is just a great reminder of what you witnessed when you were here, but I want to tell my seniors something about, because they're about to be alumni too. Seniors, I hope you know I've been lying to you about Funky Town. I told them that we've been practicing Funky Town, but really, this choir got to choose out of 3 or 4 pieces, and they actually picked a song that these seniors sang their freshman and sophomore year. So it's a big thank you to the seniors, and I'm going to let Jack introduce it.
Fly Right Home is a very cool tune composed by Pink Zebra. This song is perfect for graduating season because the lyrics are about exploring the world and experiencing life's ups and downs, while staying connected with where you came from and knowing you can always return home. Class of 2024, this one's for you. Please know that you will always have a home here in the G-Wing.
I'd love Katie Pratt to introduce our next piece. This is not geared towards the seniors at all, but it's just a great piece.
It is great. The Dies Irae poem is Latin, and it describes the Day of Judgment. The last trumpet summoning the souls before the throne of God, where the saved will be delivered and the unsaved cast into eternal flames. As daunting as the text seems, this motif from the original Gregorian chant can be found pretty much anywhere. From sacred hymns to the silver screen in The Lion King and The Shining, The Lord of the Rings, and even Star Wars. Our version was composed by Christy Jones and will be performed by Treble Choir.
Do we have a Maddie Price in the building? I'm going to have Maddie introduce the next song.
This choir is better known as a competition choir. Comprised of chamber choir and treble choir members, we tend to perform more often, and we recently competed at MVTHS organization contest and returned with superior ratings. Concert choir will be performing an a cappella arrangement of ABBA's sweetest song, Slipping Through My Fingers.
Oh
to go ahead, and if you haven't heard yet, that's a little inkling of what next spring's operetta is going to be. Would you like to tell him? Go ahead. And with that, we're going to take a brief break, allow Orchestra to set up, and then we'll be back at it for set 2.
Before you, we have the Varsity Orchestra with a few additions here. Some of them are players. I haven't been to school for a week. So if you see a friendly face back there playing the bass that almost looks like me, then just forget it. We're going to do a Dragon Hunter. Using only the notes from the D major scale, Richard Myron has fashioned this medieval sounding piece to ensure it fascinating for the beginning strings. The minor key, and we'll find that there is a part in it where the violins are chasing the haunted bass and cello. And again, I have asked my dear Natalie Warren, I said, have you ever directed the orchestra? I said, it looked good on the resume. So, I volunteered her. She didn't necessarily come and say, Mr. Mays, can I do this? No, I volunteered her to come and direct this with us. So at this time, again, our favorite assistant, Miss Natalie Warren. Symphonic strings, you come on right now, please. We're going to do a brief little reorganizing here. If you just bear with us just for a quick second, because we're going to have to balance out the harpsichord, because with the pieces that I've chosen by Bach, and Heyman was going to tell us about it in just a second, but could we just play just the beginning of number 5 so I can hear it? Dr. Taylor, if you could tell me about the balance on the harpsichord, I would really appreciate it. I'll take it as he seems to disappear a lot.
The Brandenburg Concerto manuscripts were untouched for over a century before being published in 1850. The innovative Brandenburg Concerto No. 5 is inspired by the new harpsichord that Bach had ordered from Berlin when he met the Margrave. As it is one of the 3 featured instruments in this concerto, along with the flute and violin. As you can see, we don't have a harpsichord, but we do have a piano that sounds like that. The Brandenburg Concertos were originally titled the 6 Concertos for several instruments. They were composed by Johann Sebastian Bach over several years, from 1711 to 1720. Today, they are widely seen as some of Bach's best work and serve as a perfect introduction to the world of Baroque music. Each concerto was written for a different combination of instruments, and demonstrates a musical style that was popular throughout Bach's lifetime. It's thought that this variation was intended to show off the instrumental strength of the Cadet Court Orchestra, giving each musician a chance to demonstrate their virtuosity.
Before we start, in the programming, we inadvertently left out a couple of names who are very important people to this string orchestra, and our senior on Whiting right here. And then we want, and looking at, see it, Van Campen right there. So, yeah, Paulina, she's in the program. Paulina? So what we're going to do with the ones that we inadvertently left off the program, we're going to make a special program for the family. And please accept our apologies.
Johann Sebastian Bach gathered up some of his ideas, old and new, to create a collection known today as the Brandenburg Concertos. These concertos utilize various and sometimes unique groupings of instruments, featuring a small highlighted group interacting within the remaining musicians known as the Concerto Grosso. The title of the group is Six Concertos for Several Instruments. Because he presented them to the Margaret of Brandenburg-Schwedt, they became known as the Brandenburg Concertos. Here you will find familiar melodies from numbers 2, 3, and what we just played, Brandenburg 5. These concertos, or concerti, were iconic examples of Baroque chamber music. To appropriately replicate the style, students will use a marcato or martelé bow on quarter notes and a fluid detached on eighth notes. The score supplies dynamics to indicate which section has the melody, since the thick polyphonic texture can obscure the tone.
On occasions, we have to do that. Oh, okay.
while we are adjusting the stage, once again, I want to thank you for being here tonight, but more importantly, I have to thank the guardians out there, parents, for letting us steal your children a lot of times after school during certain events. I have students here tonight missing their siblings' graduation, and I know that's a lot, and I just thank you so much for the sacrifice that you made to make this concert happen. But really, if you picture an iceberg, all of the rehearsal, the entire year we've spent rehearsing, is under the surface. You don't get to see that part. You get to see what's on top, the pretty iceberg on top. And I want to remind all of us that it's not just us doing the work, it's you. So thank you for letting us have your babies and trusting us to raise them while they're here, too. But I also want to thank some very, very important parents, because we could not do what we're doing without our music boosters. So could I have my music booster exec board stand? Please stand. We have so much to cover. We could not do this without you. And if you are interested in putting your hat in, trying on the music realm for size and becoming part of the boosters and the exec board, they really are amazing people, and they are willing to help let you shadow a little bit to see what it would be like. So if you're a little bit worried about the commitment, we'd rather you test it out, shadow, and see what it's all about before you decline the offer. And if not, I'll have to volunteer someone, because we're going to need help next year. Some of these seniors are graduating, and so are their parents. So, anyway, I hope that was enough time to solve fix the piano. We good? Excellent. All right, so my next performer, this is a very special opportunity. This student came in this year and just into my intro to piano class, but definitely didn't need to be there. He could have just started at intermediate level, but he showed such promise that, I was totally open for him taking the independent study during the intermediate class and essentially taking more advanced curriculum than everyone else. And a few weeks ago, I think he was performing a test for me, and I just thought, this needs to be on the concert. People need to hear this. And so I know you're used to shredding on the piano every day, Neo, but I'd love you to perform Glimpse of Us by Joji. This is Neo. Thank you so much. Nina. That was absolutely incredible. And pretty emotional for me. That was amazing. It's amazing how someone can make an instrument other than the voice sing, and I feel like that's what just happens. Beautiful job. We are waiting for our bench. Thank you so much, Jacob, for being the royal bench carrier. It's way heavier than it looks.
The opening line for the next song gives you a taste of a beautiful imagery composed by Neil Paul Grimson. I am speaking spark of light flung by God from the log of forge. Spark of Light is being performed by chamber choir and featured compound rhythm and harmonies worth their superior rating. We hope you enjoy Spark of Light.
Faster.
Do we have a hero?
Combined choirs are performing a senior selection called From Now On, a song composed for the movie musical The Greatest Showman. The beginning solo is performed by Natalie Warren, the tenor duet is performed by Riley Young and Landry O'Neill, and the descant section is performed by Victoria Bokoff, Jane Nichols, and Amara Yoder. Seniors, we know you are graduating in a little over a week, but please know that MVTHS will always have a safe space for you to come back home. We hope to hold you to the promise of the ending lyrics, and we will come back home.
I know they're in the program, but I cannot move on unless I thank our instrumentalists, Mrs. Kathy Calvert on piano, fourth instrument on drums, and Andrew Hayes, who's also in choir, on guitar. Thank you so much.
again. This is Symphonic Band, and that was a piece that we played actually not too long ago at our IHSA contest performance. And I have to brag on our students. I know it was mentioned in the choirs, but all of our performing ensembles are in Division I ratings, which is the highest rating you can receive. And it's the perfect transition, actually, believe it or not, into this next piece, because not only do we have large group organizational contests, I'm out of breath. They're the ones that use the air, but I'm the one out of breath. In addition to our organizational contest, we also have every year a solo and ensemble contest. And our large ensembles earn Division I ratings, and I believe we earned, what was it, 72, 71 Division I ratings for our solo and ensemble performers. So I have to, give them a round of applause. We had a very variety of students performing solos and duets and trios and quartets, and so we had 71 students take home Division I medals. So I have to brag on that. And we're lucky to have fantastic accompanists to allow our students the space to flourish in those kinds of performances. Of course, we already mentioned our lovely accompanist in residence all the time, Kathy Calvert. We also had Mary Sanders. Mary Sanders helped us accompany as well, and then okay, but Shelley Pierce has accompanied for us in the past. But one person that has stepped up to the plate and helped us out a lot with accompaniment over the past year, a little bit last year, a lot of it this year. You already saw her on the stage with the orchestra. She was over there playing the harpsichord on the keyboard. Paulina Kozarkevich is a fantastic piano player that we have here at the high school, and she has put so much into our music program, and she actually has not been a part of any of our performing ensembles outside of helping us with performances. So she's really been a fantastic friend and asset to our music department, but a fantastic accompanist to us, and she's done an amazing job. And we always, of course, we thank her for her performances, but she always seems to be the one accompanying us. And we thought it appropriate to showcase her talents and to allow us to accompany her in one of the most famous piano solos in repertoire, Rhapsody in Blue. So please give a rousing welcome to Paulina Kozarkevich. So one thing we don't get to do very often here at MVTHS is present an award, a national award that comes around with very special seniors, with very special musicians, and we could not possibly finish tonight or this year without presenting an award to Paulina. We presented this already at our senior music banquet. But we hadn't yet had the official trophy and certificate in. So this national award is called the Frederick Chopin Piano Award for excellence in piano musicianship. And this is, like I said, it's a national award that is given to students and musicians such as Paulina, and so we thought it appropriate to present it in front of all of you. And so this year's 2024 MVTHS Frederick Chopin Piano Award will go to Paulina Kozakevich. She's been very emotional about playing piano with us this year, and well deserved. You saw the emotion that she puts into her playing, and it's fantastic. This next piece we're playing is a short one. It's a fun one. The seniors this year played it 2 years ago, and they were begging me. They were like, "Can we bring back Byzantine dances? We have to play it." And I said yes. We've got something really special for you next. We mentioned him earlier. I'm not going to say too much, but we've had the fortune of having Dr. Benjamin Dean Taylor with us for the past 2 days. He's been working with the students. He's been meeting the students. We've been having great conversation, him and I, him and the students. Sometimes me and students, but they don't really like to talk to me. But we've had a fantastic experience with Dr. Taylor. We met him last year. We played one of his pieces. Obviously, we played Technoblade with Cadet Band a few years ago, but last year we played another piece by him at Contest. And we met with him over Zoom for that piece. We played it for him and he gave us feedback. We got talking and we thought, man, we really like this guy, we really like his music. Why don't we ask him to write a piece for us? And so we've been working with him for the past year, and so we want to present to you the world premiere of this new piece we commissioned. But I want to, before we play it, I want to invite Dr. Taylor himself to tell you a little bit about the piece, and so you guys get the pleasure of hearing straight from the composer, which is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for you. So, Dr. Taylor. Thank you. Hey.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. This has just been a blast. Your music community here is so vibrant. And not every school is like this. I go to a lot of schools, and you guys have something super special here. And I am honestly deeply touched to be a part of it. So, Sunset Highway. This collaboration, this piece, came from many minds. The students and I, we had conversations over Zoom. I'm from Indiana, by the way, not too far, but and so we collaborated over Zoom. I got their input and their ideas, and we ultimately decided we wanted to write a piece that captured, Mount Vernon, and especially the school colors of orange and black. Like, okay, where do you see orange and black out in nature? A sunset. That's like the only place, right? And we envisioned that a couple or maybe a bunch of friends are in a car driving down the highway into the sunset. Yes, you're gonna hear some keys being used as percussion instruments. The car is on this car ride, we're gonna go through some storms, and ultimately, this is a celebration of life and of music and of coming together in the simple joys of life. So, without further ado, take it away.
WMIX, brought to you today by the letter B. B for the band.
Some of you may have heard a little bit of loyalty in there. Dr. Taylor threw a little bit of our school song of loyalty, Orange and Black, in the tune as an homage to us. We could not thank Dr. Taylor enough for everything he's done for us, gifting us with the community of music, the beauty of music, with a brand new piece that is ours. That was the first time the public has ever heard that. You were here for the world premiere of that piece. When bands across the country go and play that piece, they will forever see commissioned by the Mount Vernon Township High School Band. So it will be in other classrooms across the country, and our name will be emblazoned upon that alongside Dr. Taylor's. And as a big thank you to him and to you all, we'd like to invite Dr. Taylor to conduct the band for one final song. We like to end with a party, so here is Dr. Taylor conducting the Country Club Stomp. Thank you so much for spending this night with us. We cannot thank all the people who made this possible, our administration, our custodial staff, our colleagues, and most importantly, for us here, our students, and this year, of course, our seniors. We've partied with them for 4 years. This is our final party with them. We're going to miss them very, very dearly, but we're going to present each of our senior music students with a flower. You're more than welcome to hang out, take pictures with the seniors, take pictures of the seniors, take pictures with anybody and everybody. If you would like to speak with any of us, including Dr. Taylor, you can find us hanging out somewhere. Dr. Taylor, I think, will be in the lobby, and you know, we have some gentlemen who are going to be an important escort for him. So all of our music seniors, if you could come and receive a flower, and we can take a group picture. Thank you so much for spending this night with us. We could not do it without you and your support, and we'll see you in the fall and at graduation. Thank you.
Seniors!
Long time ago.
Let's get out of here.
Get out of here.